Hello, guys. I think it's going to be an important message and video for you guys. Wow. Okay. I'm going to wait till a few people walk in. Hello, Love and Light, whoever just tuned in. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. I love you guys. My name is Flo. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a channeler, an oracle, a medium, psychic, healer. For those of you who are watching me for the first time, I like to talk about all type of things. I channel messages, and a lot of times I question everything. So I never pretend to know anything fully. I'm always questioning realities and how, I'm very intuitive as well. So I like to use my self-awareness and my very nosy attitude to figure a lot of things out in life. Hello, Jeriana. I'm glad you're joining because I have something so important to talk about. It's interesting because I won't know exactly what's going on with astrology, but hi, everybody. I love you guys. Okay, so I have something important to talk about because I think it's important because I was laying here and I got into sort of like my little meditative state. So let me let you guys know throughout the day, well, I'll be busy. I'll be doing things, running around, blah, blah, blah. But I always got to stop for like 10, 20 minutes and just throw on some meditation music and really go deep within and just listen to my intuition, listen to what I'm hearing, listen to what I'm feeling. And what's my thoughts on what CERN is doing July 5th? I think this is why this message is coming through. I'll tell you guys, I had a dream about the 4th of July, and interesting, I'm going to somewhere for 4th of July, and I had this dream that these big lights, which looked like the CERN thing, was coming out of the sky. Hi, Melly. I'm glad you guys are here because I think you're going to love this topic and this conversation. The Neptunian questioning of everything. Now, I'm sitting here just quietly minding my business, laying down. And throughout the day, like I said, I'll be busy and I'll like throw some meditation music on. For some reason, I laid down here. First of all, honesty is the number one thing that I'm recognizing. Let's not get emotional. One of the things I'm let me just this is important, and I'm glad you guys are here. I feel like you're going to get a lot of healing from this video for those of you who are tuned in. So I'm laying down and I started to cry. And I started to be honest with myself, started saying things like, I got to keep it honest. Even though I'm a hard worker, I really do try to help a lot of people. I give back a lot. I do a lot of good things, right? I know I'm a good person. Essentially, I'm a great person. I feel I'm a good person. I deserve the best. I know all that. It's not like I think I'm a bad person or I don't deserve the best and blah, blah, blah. But this is why it's important. So I started thinking that, but then I started crying because I recognize that even though I'm a really good person, oh my God, 444 and number 8. I recognize that I'm a good person, and I really try to, my heart chakra is going off so hard right now. And I try to do really good things, and I try to be a good person. I try to live my life right? All that. But I also understand that I'm not stupid, and I recognize my habits and, the patterns of like eating unhealthy sometimes, or like, it's not even unhealthy. It's like excessive, you know what I'm saying? It gets excessive to the point where it's like, all right, you're full, stop now. And it's like, no, my brain knows it's full, but my stomach knows it's full, but like, I'll keep going. And I get mad because I'm teaching my daughter the same things, because essentially we teach our kids what they see in us, right? So, okay, Gina, yeah, I think you should watch this later. This is going to be an important one. Now, I don't pay attention really to astrology, but I do. Sometimes I'll look it up. I'm not really like crazy about astrology because I always say you got to go with your intuition. And even though astrology is a great guide, I'm not going to go verbatim for word, because Neptune in retrograde could mean for other people they're having a great time. For other people, it could mean that a lot of shit is coming out. And then I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what? I don't know why I named this video the Neptunian question of everything, but I figured something about it just called me. And then I look it up and it says Neptune retrograde, too good to be true. And I'm crying, and I look this up as I'm starting this live, and it says here, look at that, I'm seeing the 133 there, and the number 10 and the number 7. So that's higher. That's the higher realms. The number 10, completion. The number 2 of balance. The number 1 of new beginnings. The number 33, ready to work for God. So we have Neptune in retrograde 2022 is about removing the rose-colored glasses and facing reality. In astrology, retrogrades are always a dizzying experience. So I'm not even knowing that that's what is happening. But what I've recognized is I'm laying in bed and I'm crying and I'm meditating. And I'm starting to look back at my dreams. And then I saw this video of like, I'm like, why do some of the Bibles say that Jesus is Satan? There's some Bibles that actually say that. Now, when we look at the number 3, that's associated with God, but also when you look at the number 33, the Illuminati and the Freemasons like to use that as their code. Like that's the highest number in Freemasonry that you could receive, the 33rd degree, right? Then when we look at the number 33, which is encoded in Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper, and you got the 12 disciples, which represent the 12 zodiac signs and the 12 months, right? And it's interesting because when you think about all this, and then some people say Jesus wasn't a real person, it's an energy, and it's a place you need to reach, and it's a place of enlightenment. Yeah. In a little while, baby. I know, in 15 minutes, okay? All right, so, and then you look at all of these things and you look at like, you know, astrology being a concept of being known as the devil, but then like enlightenment being something that we were told was evil our whole lives. And then when we go to reach enlightenment and everybody's doing this new age thing, people are leaving the new age and going back to Christianity because they're feeling that's evil. And it's like a crisscross between everybody because we're all figuring it the fuck out, right? So we'll think that like this is evil, that's good. But what if, and then this is it. Now bear with me, okay? You guys know I'm a crazy thinker and I'm a philosopher at heart. So hi guys, hi Tipsy, I love you guys. I'm so glad you guys joined. I feel like if you joined, this is what your guides needed you to like hear because we know, I'm hearing we know you are experiencing the same thoughts and it's okay to work through these emotions and feelings. One of the things that I struggle with often, and I still struggle with till today, is when I do readings on people and I'm doing like, you know, reading personal readings or public readings, I have this thing with trusting spirit where I really, really, really am very careful about what messages I give out because I feel like some could be like false illusory psychic predictions sort of thing. And because I know that when you channel or you're reading, especially when I'm channeling, my readings, a lot of them, especially if they're true to your higher self knows is giving me the information. I'm therefore not telling you your future. I'm actually just looking into your future that you already know is going to happen. But for some reason, I'm able to channel what's ahead of time. And so it's like, hold on. Okay. So can you guys, am I, hello? What happened? What? Oh, okay. I can't see the comments. Hold on. 1 second, because I can't see the comments. 1 second. Oh, okay, I see. There we go.
Why aren't you the landlord?
Okay, so basically what I'm saying is I have this thing where I'm like, I'm very careful about like what messages I give out to the universe. And okay, good. Okay, good. I jumped on YouTube. Okay, so I'm very careful about what messages I give to people. Listen, I'm not dumb. I'm very aware that spirit likes to play games. And there's ones that really want to work with you for your highest good and give you messages to give on to the collective. Okay, awesome. To give on to the collective. And they want you to get information for your highest good, which is why I stopped doing readings like, oh my God, like, you know, in the future and your boyfriend and this, and I stopped doing those readings and I don't channel other people's energy. I'm always going to do readings that have to do with your oversoul, what your oversoul already knows. And I'm basically channeling the future for you, right? So this is why I'm really, really careful. And I take tarot and readings and mediumship and oracles and channeling very sacred, because if I feel like if you just do things just for the money or just for the recognition, I feel like you're then also think about it. You're then also attracting spirit just for the money, who are just for the money and just for the recognition, instead of attracting spirit that takes this as very sacred actions and very sacred work. And it's going to be a very hard time to you to connect with these sacred beings that look at this as sacred and see this as something that's going to heal someone and help them. Therefore, not receiving random information and tidbits of information that make absolutely no sense, that are all over the place, because most channelers, when they channel, they kind of just, they're pulling up information. I know, because I've seen actually a channeler I watch on YouTube, and I've seen her in a dream, and I really respect her because she's taught me a lot. But there's recently I'm noticing, and I started thinking, oh, I got to stop watching her, because I'm noticing she's just really just channeling some real just crap. It's like, just like, girl, you need to take a break for like a month. And because I really respect her, I'm losing that like respect for her. It's not about like, oh, she's corny or whatever. My point is this: the more I use my energy to just be out there and, hey, look at me and look what I can do, the more I feel like I start attracting just any spirit, and they could just come in and just talk their ear off and get their feelings out, when that's not what this is about. I want you to understand, there's a need for you to understand right now. This is why I'm like breaking the illusion and the Neptunian illusion questioning of everything. Because first of all, I recognize today, exactly, you can't lose the purpose in the spiritual business. Facts. Now, all due respect to those people who make a living out of it and they got like millions of followers or whatever, good for them. But would I ever watch one of them and be like, this is what's gonna happen? Never, because I already know they're receiving information from Tom, Dick, Harry, his mother, and his sister. And I ain't about that life. Like I said, I've seen the channeler in a dream, and she was sitting down in the middle of like, it looked like a street where there was just, she was wearing like some flowers in her hair. And when I tell you, she had hundreds of spirit around her, and they were all talking to her, and she was channeling what they were saying, which means she's technically really channeling these spirit. But a lot of these spirit that want to give information out, they're kind of doing it for their own well-being. And here's the thing, the way I see it is like, in this physical form, if we help the physical matter human being heal, then we can also push that energy back to the spirit world, and then them back to us. And if we continue to push that energy back and forth, then we all begin to heal together, as opposed to those who are naive and they want to make people jealous, and they want to be cool and look at me, I'm famous, and it's me, my turn to talk. Those talkers but don't listen. It's a narcissistic energy of the frequency of like, hey, it's me, my ego. You understand what I'm saying? Can I? Okay, so yeah, so that's one of the messages I have. So it's like to keep in mind that this energy is sacred, and you have the freedom to do whatever you want, and you can create anything you want in this world. But I started to cry because I was thinking about, what am I creating? Is it valid? Am I actually giving people correct information? I do not want to be a part of the agenda of lies. I don't want to be a part of that. And so a lot of times I have a very hard time with trusting spirit. Okay. Was going to text you about this like an hour ago, but spending a day with daughter today, and here you are. Wow. Thank you. And I had to, because I laid down because it was a lot. I've just been running around all day trying to make her happy and entertained, because where we live, there's shit to do and there's no kids around. Like, it's crazy. So I have to be like entertaining her. But anyway, the point is, I was laying here and I started to cry, and it's not like a sad, oh, poor me cry. It's more like a realization. First of all, being completely honest with myself and saying, you know what, Flo, you're very wise, you're intelligent, you help a lot of people, you're very kind, giving, generous, and a sweet nature and a good soul, but you have to take care of yourself. And by take care of myself, I don't mean rest and all that, because I do plenty of that. I'm talking about really take care of myself. Eat the right foods. Dress the way I want to dress. Do my hair or get my hair done. Pamper myself too. It's like I want to make. It's like as a healer, you want to make everyone else feel great, but then you forget that. Listen, here's the thing. I want to make this very, very clear. I do feel great and I feel amazing, because for me to help others and to watch others blossom and bloom and glow, to me, that is the most powerful thing a person could do. And it makes me feel very powerful, but not in a I'm having power over you sense. It's more in a, hey, we're making each other powerful. So my point, I think the message here, what I'm trying to get to, and this is going to be for a second, because I feel like this is important. And if you're here, I'm highly in channel mode right now. So if you're here, I feel like your guides are going to give you some gems right now. So I promise you, I'll get to the full message. Just bear with me, because as I go through these experiences of spiritual awakenings and I question everything and I go to a place higher and deeper and I go deeper and deeper, I'm always guided to jump on. I was going to write, but there's no way I could write all this quickly enough. So I jumped on here and I said, one day I'm going to sit down and watch my videos and just write down everything that I've said, or I'll have a publisher do it, or somebody, a writer, just write everything down so I could turn it into a book of like just a lot of questioning everything. You know what I mean? Okay. So like I said, I was laying here, and one of the things I was picking up is honesty. And I'm going to tell you this right now, and this goes for you and can people who are narcissistic in physical world then pass and become enlightened and good in the spirit world? 100%. It all depends on their nature and how, and when they get there, and when there's that realization, they can either choose to work on it, because you see people in schools and dreams a lot. I don't know if you've seen people in the astral, they'll be in dreams or they'll be in groups, or I'll see people in groups and they're sort of like going in, they're in schools. They're like in some low level schools, higher level. It's like levels. There's levels to the shit. That's why they say 7 levels of heaven, 7 levels of hell, right? And there's kings and queens and judges and juries for each level, right? And that's why you have the higher archangels, you know, the guardian angels, the cherubim, the seraphim. It's just, and you, like in hell, you have Satan, Satan is Lucifer. You have, you know, all the kings of hell. There's a bunch of kings and a bunch of hierarchy and demons, right? They all have a job, a position they play, and everybody's playing their position exactly well, you know? So my point is, though, you can, but here's the thing. So when I was laying here and I was recognizing, one of the big messages that I was being guided to give everybody is honesty. It doesn't matter what you're doing, as long as you're honest about it and you're fully aware of it. So for instance, I know I'm aware of certain things that I have to change my habits and behaviors with. This fucking vape, I want it gone, I want it done. So thankfully, I'm talking to my guides and I'm saying, please really help me, because I'm going to get like a minor procedure done. It's nothing big. I'll be okay. It's next Friday. And they're doing like a minor procedure on my lower back that's supposed to like really change the vibration up in my body and help me feel lighter, and my back won't be hurting as much. It's just, they're going to suck some like fluid out of a sac. It's not big, right? It's not a major thing, but it's important enough to make the pain go away. So I'm having that procedure, and they told me, like, if I smoke cigarettes, that the infections are more likely, and also to try and fast 2 to 3 days before the surgery, just water and light foods. So I'm like, okay, this is my opportunity to start fresh, right? Once I get this procedure done, quit this vape, and then start to like exercise and become healthy, because I have an actual like reason to, because I don't want to go back to right. So one of the things I had to be honest with myself is, I'm being lazy. I'm not walking. I'm not exercising. I'm not doing yoga. I'm not stretching. I used to do all those things. When I started this journey, I was stretching outside, this, that. And then all of a sudden I just got comfortable and I got complacent. And then even going out into nature, I haven't been doing it. And let's just keep it a buck here. Honesty is what's going to save us from the bullshit. I was lying to myself. Here's the thing. When you start to break out of your own illusions, the truth can fucking smack you in the face like a ton of bricks. And that's why I started crying. So I was like, damn, man, fuck, I've been so fucking, why? The eating healthy. I was doing all the smoothies and the juicing. And, you know, obviously it's fucking a lot of work to be healthy. You know, it's not easy, but that's the point. I think that's the point, the challenge, right? And also, another thing was, I did yesterday that was so important, that your guides are saying to you, please do this. And whoever's tuned in here, I'm specifically, I'm seeing them point at a few, like probably all of you, but I'm seeing like fingers pointing, and they're saying this, and this is so important. Yesterday, I had a moment where I know I had to let go of the things in the past that I did that I'm not the proudest of, right? You know, when I don't know about everybody else's situation, but you guys know my situation. I don't want to keep like drilling in nobody's head. But when you do things like, you know, you go to jail, you do drugs, you do all these things, and that's not you. And then you fall into that trap and you put yourself there and you go into these like hellish spaces on earth, and you have moments where you recognize, oh my God, this is hell. Like I remember being by a train station going, this is fucking hell. Like it was hell. I was like, it's hot. There's people, it was just hell, right? And I had to stop last night, and this wasn't easy. And I had to close my eyes. Exactly, accountability. I had to close my eyes but not blame. So yes, Tipsy, that's the right word. I had to close my eyes. Exactly, Majestic. Yes, guys, I love you. I love, this is why I love talking to you guys, you know? The ones who are still in here, the ones who will watch this whole video later will be like, she's talking about herself, but people don't understand that I'm actually giving a message for everyone else. And Spirit is saying, what I did yesterday, they want you to do that. So what it is this. Yesterday I was laying down. Yes, Millie, it is. Yesterday I was laying down and I was like, I gotta let go of the things I did and stop judging myself for it, because it's really stopping me from feeling sexy and beautiful and wanting to have another sexual relationship or even have any fun. It's the fear of, what if I go out? What if somebody offers me drugs? What if I go out and I have sex with a random stranger? Like, what if I fall even once into those habits that I felt before? So in a way, you could kind of say, I've been locking myself up in my own mental prison because I'd rather be home. I'm not crying, so I'm sad. I'm crying because I want you to understand this is why Spirit had me jump on. They love when I share my emotions because they go, somebody's going to watch this. You're about to change somebody's life or not. Either way, it's like I locked my own doors and my own jail cell. And I say, I would rather be alone and literally not having fun than take the risk of going out, because as strong as I am, I could be very naive, you guys. And also I am very determined. When I want to do something, I'll do it. I don't care what it is. Let's say, let's be open and honest here and let's not be false and fake. I was clean for a long time and I'm still clean, whatever. But the point is, there was times a year and a half ago that I went out and I would be like, fuck it, I'll have a drink or two. I'm just gonna have a drink or two and that's it. And then somebody would offer me like cocaine, for instance, and I would do it. And as much as that hurts to admit, I would do it. And guess what? I wouldn't give a fuck. I would tell my spirit guys, I'm gonna do this. Fuck you, leave me alone. I need to relax. All I do is work. And that's crazy. Like, if you could snap and go into that mode that quickly, that's one of the reasons why I literally, it's not a fear, it's more like a I don't want to disappoint myself. I don't want to disappoint my guides. And I definitely don't want to disappoint all the spirit that has worked so very hard to. One of my son's favorite YouTube stars died of cancer at 23, who just found out and is crying, going to console him. I'm so sorry. Wow. Maybe tell him a lesson about that. Maybe, trying to be famous on YouTube and all that really, can really take a lot of energy out of yourself, because I don't understand unloving minds. So I don't understand what they can do to my spiritual life. Yeah. So this is what I'm trying to say. This is my point. My point is this: it's the fear of letting ourselves down or failing a test in some way. Emily, believe me, I get tested a lot by spirit. The fact that I have really gone away from a lot of these tests is really, it's testament to my character. But I've been weak at some points where I've just I don't even know if it was weakness or if it was like, you know what, I want to have some fun. This is the way I'm going to have fun right now. I'm going to have fun. But I always regret it. And it's not like something that's like, oh, who cares? I did that. But I always forgive myself right away, right? Yeah, respect the honesty, because guess what? It is not easy for someone to admit that I was clean for 2 years and then one night I went out and boom, what did I do? I had sex with a random stranger. You know what I'm saying? That's my point. This recently, like the past 9 to 10 months, I really have been sort of keeping myself away from everyone, because I know me. I'll go to a bar, I'll go to somewhere out with my friends, and I'm the type who's like, all right, I'll fuck it, let's drink, let's get drunk. I want to have fun too. I want to be a dumb human too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I want to date too, but I won't until I lose weight. And that's another thing. I've been laying here being honest with myself. And I say, hi, Moni, I love you. I'm being honest with myself and saying, is it that I don't want to date, or is it that I'm so insecure? And I'm seeing number 55 there with the Neptunian question and everything. Is it that I don't want to date, or am I so insecure with my body? I'm insecure with my vagina, with my breasts, my stomach, my arms, my legs, everything. I'm missing a tooth back here, and I'm ashamed of it. I don't want to date nobody because I think like this. I don't know how you guys think, and I don't know if this is mental crazy thinking. How is somebody who's got his life together which I got my life together. Okay. I pay my bills. I got money in the bank. I take care of my daughter, whatever. That's not the point. I even help my mom out. I even help my sister. What I help people out. I donate to many people. I'm like not a bum. You know what I'm saying? I was at like for like 3 years, I was a straight bum. But most of my life, all my life when I was younger, I worked my ass off. I always was the one with money. Everybody would come to me, Flo, Lena, money. I was the money maker, the money getter, and the money saver. And I still am today. I went right back to my old hustling ways of being smart and all that shit, right? And I think like this, how somebody who's got like a nice car, got his own house, got mad money in the bank, got all his teeth, right? Like I'm missing a tooth down here and I'm missing one back here, right? And I don't care. I don't care who's judging me and say, this bitch, haha. Laugh all you want. I'm very vulnerable. And if you laugh at that, that's on you. And I don't think any of you guys are. And my body, my stomach's fat. Like when I say it's big, it's not like fat, like, oh, I'm fat. It's like fat, like uncomfortable fat. Like it's always swollen, like no matter what, even if I like cut everything back, no breads, none of that, my stomach just likes to stay fucking swollen all the time. It's like, and on top of that, I struggle with like low pelvic floor and endometriosis. And when I had sex, like I'm never comfortable. It's always pain and annoying. And when I try to be with a woman, I always feel like when she's eating me out, like I feel like the bitch. And like there's something here that I'm trying to heal, right? And so I tell my guys all the time, it's not that I'm avoiding love. It's not that it's crazy because we don't see ourselves the way others do. Yes, Jariana, that's very true. People see you 20% more good looking than you see yourself. Here's the thing though, you guys know me and I'm very honest. I think I'm a beautiful woman. When I get dressed up, I still think I'm pretty. When I look in the mirror, sometimes no makeup, I'm like, you know what? I'm 40 years old. I got no wrinkles on my face. I'm really pretty. But I'm a Virgo and I'm also a Libra rising, which is Libra rules vanity, right? And I'm the type of person I can have bum ass sweatpants on, but my sneakers will be brand new and everything matches, right? That's just how I am, and I'm clean. And I feel like, I love myself and I'm very happy with myself, but I'm not like physically happy with myself. But other than that, like I feel like I'm a healed person. I like my little attitudes that I have. I like my little defensiveness that I get because I feel like it keeps me strong. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I'm always like love and light, I saw an angel number the other day and it said spirit thinks you've gone soft. And I was like, so, is it always going to have to be love and light? Or sometimes I'm gonna have to stand up and be like, no, I said no, motherfucker, because I'm not just dealing with the physical aspect of this nature of life that we're living. I also live like not multiple realities, but I travel to many places in the astral. And I'm at this point where I'm working with my spirit guides. I don't want to keep visiting these astral worlds and dream states unless it's something for my highest good. I'm doing work that I needed to be finished that I can't do here in the physical. So I'm in the astral realms taking care of it, which I'm doing. I'm clearing a lot. I cleared a lot of karma, you guys. You guys don't understand. This is how I know. This is why I don't judge people for being bad or good. It's more the internal self. Yeah. This is why I'm a Sagittarius Scorpio rising. So boom. Let me tell you something. I don't judge myself for the things that I've done, but I don't judge other people. You know why? Because the amount of karma that I was clearing in this lifetime tells me that I really was not living the best kind of lives in past lives as well. So a lot of things that happen, I don't want to believe this, but I'm like being shown like, bitch, you have a lot of karma you wanted to clear, which is good. Obviously, in this lifetime, I chose to clear it, and I wasn't willing to live in those toxic cycles anymore. And I'm grateful that I'm breaking cycles, not just for myself, but for my family and generation. And I bring so much luck and abundance to my family and as well as myself. I tell you right now, since I started doing this spiritual stuff and getting connected to God and sharing with my brother, my sister, my mom, all of the things, everybody's been doing well as far as abundantly. And I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about in general in life. And I'm not saying it's all because of me, but do I think I had a big part of it? Yes, I do. Because when I was fucking up, nobody was doing good in my family. When I got my shit together, literally for 4 years of my life, okay? It was some years in between, but they weren't like the 4 years that I went through, where I went through bad depression, bipolar disorder, drug addiction, everything. I was a horrible, horrible human being. And I forgive myself for everything. Love and light to my old self, but that bitch is dead. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is the work I did on myself has truly brought a lot of good luck and love into my family. But my point is, since we're here in the Neptunian, questioning of everything, false illusions are going to be thrown out the window. And now Spirit is asking us, whatever you do, just be honest about it with yourself. You don't have to, when I share things with people, there's some people that have hit me up and be like, you don't have to tell everybody everything. I do though, because this is my mission in life. The things that people don't need to know about me, I won't say, but guess what? At this point in my life, I'm living such a natural, pure life that I can tell you everything I'm doing right now. And there's nothing to be hidden. You can go through my phone right now and there's no me talking shit about people. There's no me dating a bunch of guys. If someone watched my life, they'd be like, this girl is truly innocent. Obviously, because I live the life of purity and innocence as much as I can. I'm not perfect. I still have things about me that I need to work on. But the honesty, the brutal honesty within yourself right now is what is going to really help us get through these last parts of this. What I'm hearing is release of karmic closure. I'm hearing that karmic closure. My Mercury in Aries, I'm so blunt with myself. Me too. I'm always blunt with myself. I ain't never, ever, ever did not do something and be like, damn, I'm a fucking crazy bitch. Why am I doing that? Or like, let's say I was driving today and this girl, one of the things I can't, it's like, it really tickles my pickle. Tickles my nipple is I'll be driving and then there'll be there's traffic and then nobody's driving, everybody's at a red light, and there'll be someone who's blocking for you to either make a U-turn or to make a left, and they'll block it, right? And then they'll pretend like this, they'll look straight like as if they don't see you. It's like, if you're gonna do that, here's the honesty. Look at me dead in the face and be like, I'm not letting you go. But don't turn her. And I started calling her all types of cunts and bitches and fucker and motherfucker. And I was going to beat the horn and be like, you stupid bitch. But my daughter was in the car. And then I said all those words out loud. And I said, okay, that's too much. I'm doing too much. I was like, Eliana, I'm sorry. She's like, no, mom, she shouldn't have done that. I was like, yeah, but I shouldn't be getting upset about it like that, because that's letting her get the best of me. And you can't do that with people. Yeah, So yeah, with CERN here, like they're saying that this is what they're saying, that CERN is going to release dark matter into the ether. And from that they're going to be able to, they're basically stating that CERN is going to release trapped dark energy. Like they were saying, they're digging up graves, they're digging up tombstones. And I don't know if you've seen the show on Disney, Moon Knight, and all of these gods, the ancient gods, come out, and all of a sudden, like, they start getting into people's bodies and they start controlling things and telling people how to live. And it's like they're saying, there's nothing new under the sun. History repeats itself. These are sayings for a reason. They're not for no reason. So, and it's crazy because Siri's going off. I'm talking and it's recording me. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything's coming up back for review. So when we say CERN is going to release, that's what they're saying. Is Stranger, do we just keep as positive as possible during that time? Jariana, that's the thing. This is why I'm saying to you, be honest with yourself in recognition of your higher self, and realize something like this. If something big was to take place like that, honestly, and truth be told, what are we going to do about it? What, post a fucking meme about it? Everybody blacks out their phone and says no to social media, but nobody ever does nothing. The one thing you could do is stay positive and believe that things will always work out. And even if dark matter, dark energy was released into the earth or the universe, let me just say something. It already has been. We're not dealing with something new. This is where we are shown with our guides and our starseed family that they're standing there creating the orb of light, and this is why they want humans to ascend. Ascension is essentially joy, positivity, love, light, compassion, uniting one another instead of keep separating each other, which you keep doing with all of these bans and these laws, and they just keep separating us, and we're falling for it. Not us, but there's a lot of people falling for it. You see what I'm saying? So I will tell you guys something, and you guys know this. For those of you who know this is why I came on and questioning everything. I've had some really revelatory dreams. And in one of them, I told you guys that I talked to a guy who was pretending to be Jesus. And there was all these cars driving to what looked like hell. And I drove the opposite way. And I went into the spot where the guy was directing people to go in there, false leadership, right? And I said to him, you can't do this to people. This is not right. You're lying to them. And he said to me, I could do whatever I want. And then some guy walked in and told him, mm-mm. And he was like, oh, I gotta go. And I woke up from the dream. That was one of them. Another one was where I saw Jesus on a tower and I saw everyone running barefoot. And I said, Jesus? And he looked at me, he went and fell down. Another one I had was for 4th of July. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm going to look at fireworks in Atlantic City and I'm kind of worried, but I'm not scared because what's meant to be will be, right? I just don't want to repeat Atlantis, and I've already experienced that. I've been there, done that, but that's not what I think it is. I think it's something else. So what they showed me, and you can tell me how you interpret this, maybe you guys can help out. What I saw in the sky was what would look like fireworks, but it wasn't. It looked like it was coming out of what CERN is doing. It's like a big machine and opening a portal. But I saw a bunch of light coming through, like light beams. I didn't see dark. I saw a big machine and I saw a lot of light coming through it. So if they do release that darkness, what I'm thinking is with that darkness, so too comes the light. So exactly, false prophets. And another one, you know, I had when I was in the church and this guy started talking and then this girl started she was like speaking in tongue. Then she started sounding like a demon. And I was like, what the fuck? And then she changed her voice from demon to like, I heard a man's voice and he was talking like Obama, real smooth, real calm. So whoever this guy's going to be, people are going to be like, yay. Because I saw the audience clapping. They were like monkeys, like, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it was really like a false prophet, demon hiding under the guise of I'm here to save you. They always say, cause the problem, send in the savior. That's how it works. Create the chaos so you can come in and you're fixing it, right? Same thing with COVID. Create COVID. We're coming to fix it with vaccines. Get your booster, this booster and that booster, and get boosters up your asshole and get shots in this vagina hole and that vagina hole. And doctors pushing it so hard that it's crazy. You see what I'm saying to you? Then the other one that I had was a woman and she was behind a flag in Great Britain. And she was like standing there and she was talking. And it's like almost like one person's going to come in, a false prophet, and then a woman's going to come in London, in England, I'm feeling. And it's like things are going to shift right now. And that's what Revelation says will happen, Flo. Oh my gosh, I wish I had a dream. Yeah, I known this, but I've never really thought about that concept because I'm like, you never know how it's going to happen. But really think about the concept. You know, we make a problem, we create it, and we bring in the savior, right? Just like they brought in Jesus, the savior, at a time when everybody was losing their fucking minds and killing each other to find their own religion. Do I think Jesus is evil? No. Because if Jesus was speaking all of these great things about the kingdom of heaven is within you, you know, my Father in heaven, you know, hallowed be thy name. This is what I'm saying. Like what they do, they misconstrue everything. And this is where one of the main topics of this live is that the concept of trust. And I've had a real big struggle with spirit and my spirit guides and all that when it comes to trust, because I always feel like, okay, they come tell me things. I never know what the fuck they're talking about. But when I put the pieces together, two and two together, I do understand that I am very well aware which one is coming from the prophecy of the good, of the light, and which one is coming from the darkness. I know, I can see, I can hear, I can feel, but also we question everything because no matter what, I'm never going to be secure in knowing that this is the right thing or that's the right thing, because there is no such thing as the right thing or the wrong thing. There's really only perspective, right? If the whole world thought that killing people was a good thing, nobody would think it was bad. You see what I'm saying to you? So how do we know really if we haven't just created our own false illusions and confusions? And this is where the Neptunian questioning of everything is coming in. If you are a philosopher like me and you like to really go deep within, talk to spirit, ask about what's going on, but then like discern who is saying what about what, because you know, you'll know, because real, like this is how I see it, okay? This is how I see it. Those who are here to give you a bigger, higher, deeper message, they don't just come in your dreams every night. They ain't got time to be doing that. They come, it's a big message and boom, 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 boom. I had this self meditation with about the astral and the dream state. And I want to do a whole video of what I channel during meditation. That's why it's important to meditate and try to, if you don't remember the thoughts, write them down. They taught me about the astral, the spirit world, and the dream state. And they showed me perfectly what all three are and which ones are which. And I trust my inner voice. I really do. And I do trust that God is leading me. But that's why you guys don't see me constantly doing readings. Let me tell you something. I could have been the top tower person really quick. And that's not ego talking. I'm telling you, I could have, because I'm a hustler. I could have been on there all day, getting mad views, making mad money. But guess what? Is that really helping people become enlightened? Or are they now attached to me and can't seem to live their lives without me giving a message? Yeah, they will be sending light forces from the sky. Exactly. You dreamed that too a couple of weeks ago? Okay, I'm really good. So, right, like what are the correct morals? Jariana says. What I'm saying to you is, like, if I continue to like give messages, now I got entity attachments and people. We need the message every single day. Because I remember when I was doing it, I feel like I had to do them every single day. Now it's more like I'll really get an intuitive guide from spirit to be like, go on there, talk about this, or go on there, do some readings. People need it right now. And you're the one who gives the right and the proper messages. I'm not focused on money, love. I'm telling you about your soul's purpose, your soul's growth. That's why I tell people, somebody said to me the other day, oh my God, your readings for an hour are $250. I said, bitch, they should be $400 or $500. First of all, I always go over an hour. Everybody knows that about me when I do readings. Second of all, do you know that I will literally channel past lives, what's going on now, what you need to work on, your spirit guides, what your family members want to say to you, who's coming through. I'm not just like your mom and dad said they love you and they're proud of you. No, I'm talking about what, and when I give messages, I'm sure in my heart, and I believe fully that I only work with the spirit that gives information. First of all, they're supposed to give that information. And if they're not supposed to, they'll withhold it from me, because we're not supposed to know everything. Because if we were, right, then we would know everything. And that's not the way to live life. Why do you want to know everything that's going to happen? Leave some surprises. So that's why spirit gives hints, and they talk in parables, and they say, oh, I'm seeing like something happening in like 8 months, but it's going to be great. It's going to be emotional. They won't be like, in 8 months, this man, John, will come to you, will propose to you at a mountainside, and behind you will be the sun and the stars and the moon. That's not how it goes. Yeah, I really do listen to my intuition first, and then spirit guides, because I feel like a lot of these channelers and tarot readers, and I'm not putting anyone down, please, spirit, don't take it that way. I'm just speaking honestly. They just, whatever they feel, they're saying it, instead of really tuning in, taking their time and listening to the most important messages. If I hear other shit, like, I'm like, oh, who cares? Blue couch, red couch, black door, red door. I'll only say those things if it feels like somebody needs to know confirmation that this is coming from someone that they know. But then again, don't forget, honey, there's false spirit, there's false prophets, and there's false spirit that know information about you, that will use that information and try to make you say, look, yeah, it's me talking. And I'm not stupid. I'm aware. You know how I know? First of all, I start feeling real fucking funny. If I feel that shit, I'm walking out of the energy. You're not gonna manipulate me, because the second something is a low vibrational frequency, I can feel it in my gut, and I feel nauseous and sick, and I just want to run the other way. And then I'll literally be like, guys, I gotta go. You've seen me cut off lives. I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I'm not here for that. Look at me. Oh my God, I'm a professional YouTuber. No, I'm a YouTuber because I'm on YouTube, but I'm not a fucking YouTuber. I'm a psychic medium channeler, oracle healer, all of that stuff. You know how I know? I know because that fucking fawn right there that came, and I'm laying in my bed about to fall asleep, and my daughter calls me, Mom, you have to come downstairs. There's a fawn down here. All these people were outside. Nobody had to call me. She said, I felt like I had to call you because she said, I heard that you're going to know what to do. She heard that. Spirit told her, go call Mom. She'll know what to do. Put my hands over the fawn, and it was like dying. I'm telling you. I'm coming, baby. Two minutes, I promise. Put my hand over the fawn, and she started getting like lifting her head. And then I take her in the car and I bring her to the guy's house and immediately start doing healing magic work on her, magic hip healing. I was meditating on that fawn all night, all day. She got a head injury, bleeding out her mouth. She definitely got hit by a car. And a baby like that, they have internal bleed. She's walking around 2 days later, He was like, I don't know how she's walking around. It's a miracle. And I recognize that's the universe telling me, Florina, do you not see the magical gifts that you have? Stop denying what you are gifted with. So to you, everybody, stop denying what you're gifted with, because we like to play humble and innocent. And that is really good because it keeps us from the egoic, centered, look at me, narcissistic frequency. But when we remain too humble, you really start to like really stop yourself from experiencing your gifts of your highest good. You know what I'm saying to you? So this is where spirit is saying, yeah, but Jariana, I know that I saved her, but in my mind, I was guided to do that. And I never take the full credit because I know I'm always working with the ascended masters, the healers. And I had visited a spaceship once, and there was all these girls with these moon and the stars on their heads. And I walked in, I remember on the spaceship, I was talking to the girls and they were in the bathroom and they're like, what are you? She's like, healer. What are you? Healer, healer. And then they looked at me and said, what are you? I said, oh, I'm a medium. And they went, oh, and they walked out like as if they were telling me, oh, she doesn't know her abilities yet. She's just thinking mediumship. And then I realized I can't name myself a medium, a psychic, a channel. I am literally, I have multiple gifts. So I can't name myself a medium, because when people come to a reading with me, they're not just going to get mediumship. They're going to get the full on, like it's going to go from top to bottom, left to right, and everything that is supposed to be said, and not no fucking false information. I don't want to hear it. I'm not stupid. I got it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I love you guys. You guys are really amazing people. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm so grateful that I have the connection that I do with you guys. And then when I go back and I read the live comments, or I read the comments on all honesty. And another thing I'll tell you guys, there was a couple of people, women specifically, that I was talking to back and forth as friends, and I've decided to text them and say, like, this is not going to work out. And they probably like, what the fuck, bitch? What the fuck is wrong with you? But I blocked a couple of people from my phone yesterday because I promised myself to let go of anyone or anything that's not serving my highest good and that irritates or frustrates me in any way. I love you guys, man, Tony. And I mean that when I say I love you. There's nothing behind me that doesn't say I don't love you for real. Like, I would never want to hear any of you are not doing well, and I want the best for you guys. And I'm going to tell you why, because when I see you guys doing good, I do better. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you, like, whatever we do, whatever we work with one another, you guys, just remember this. It's not for no reason. There's a reason why God has connected us all to each other. Our higher selves, our universal mind connection of the cosmic web has connected us to in some form or another, resonate with one another. As you learn from me, I learned from you, Right, exactly. We have to be taken from worldly attachment to know our spiritual place, 100%. And that was when I recognized I had to let go of the worldly possessions, because sometimes I was but I'm good now. I'm balanced. Like, you can't tell me I'm not perfect. I'm still learning, but I'm doing very good when it comes to that. I'm not focused on, oh, my car is not nice, and I don't want this house. If anything, if I think about something, I'm so happy you found me too majestic. And Melia, I love you, bitch, woman, lady, goddess. But I love the word bitch. It's like, yeah, bitch, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I don't see it as negative anyway. But I've recognized to learn to do something like this. My perspective is not that the place that I have where I live, the car I drive, it's all shit. No, it's just that it's beautiful, it's great. But I know that I deserve the best. And that not just goes with like material possessions, because those mean nothing to me. They're just extra icings on the cake. When I'm saying all of those things, but mostly I'm focused on the spiritual abundance, the gifts that I'm given spiritually, which are my favorite, right? But those other things, they're just fun to have. But I'm not going to cry tomorrow if I lose my car, I lose this. I've done pretty good. I look back at it and said, Flo, damn, you could have been smarter with that money. You could have been, and kind of punished myself and yelled at myself a little bit for doing stupid shit, like spending a lot of money and doing. But then I look at it and I'm like, what? No, I'm not going to die with that shit. Who cares? That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Trace Sarah, we're supposed to go live together, but Trace, all in divine timing. After I finish up with my daughter's birthday in a few days, I'm going away for a few days. I know me. When my spirit says, stay away from the tarot, stay away. It's not that stay away from tarot. Stay away from this, stay away from that. More like just keep my energy very grounded and not, not be up there doing this and doing that. It's for a reason. And I know spirit wants me to come back to myself, and things like this happen where I start to question everything. I start to look into everything. But I love you guys. Maybe we'll jump back on later and do some more channeling where, because I really do enjoy channeling and giving you guys messages. It's my favorite, especially when somebody's like, oh my God, that happened to me yesterday. It's my favorite thing when I shock people. It's like a magician. It's like, boom, where did the hat go? And everybody's like, oh, yeah. I love that. I love that, right? So I'm gonna go light my daughter's birthday candle cake, and she wanted red velvet cake. She is so bougie. I don't think she understands how bougie she is. So like I this whole last week, a lot of things have been happening, shedding and letting go of things, and forgiveness has really been taking place in my life with like the, baby daddy situation and stuff like that. I've been very focused and cautious about how I think and what I say to my child and all that stuff. But there's a lot of things that I'm forgiving and all that stuff, and recognizing that it's okay. And I did a great job, and I'm here, and I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I love your alien messages too, guys, and you guys could share your messages. I hope one day I could come on here. Maybe tomorrow, no, this next week coming up, what I'll do with you guys, hey, everybody who's watching now, next week when I put Zoom connection, when I put that and you see that as a title, join, because what I'm going to do is send everybody in my chat a Zoom link, and we could all connect face to face and get to know one another, which is great. I love you guys. I'm going to go feed her cake and sing her happy birthday. And I see 2112 right there, ending the live at 2112. Okay. So that's an important number, 21 and 12, and 2112 or 2 or 12. It's make a wish whenever you see that. Okay. I love you. Yeah. I'm going to be in Atlantic City for a couple of days, and I'm excited to go because I want to play some cards and have some fun and just relax. And then my niece is it's going to be awesome. I got family day. But like I said, I saw that vision. Monica, I love you, baby. I love you, Mariah. I love all you guys so much. And I saw that vision of, yeah, it's going to be fun. I saw that. Be here Tuesday, please. Where Tuesday, like when I come back Tuesday, I will. So I will. So I want to say I'll probably jump on. I'll jump on, and then tonight, maybe if I'm not doing nothing, you guys want to jump on with me, we could do some channeling together. Like I'll say I'm hearing this. What are you hearing? Because that's how like we connect and we get information from source of love, light. And but remember, when you're channeling, to only allow the light and the love to come in and give you messages and information. Oh, Millie, number 17. Oh, baby, that's one of my favorite numbers. All right, guys, love and light to you. I will come back on later. And like I said, if I come on and I see Zoom connection, I'm going to send you guys a link, and we'll get on and we'll do some like back and forth stuff. I like that. I like to like connect and not be the only one to channel, because I know we're all channelers. We're all psychics. We're all healers. So let's just use that energy to help each other for free. Why the fuck we gotta, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, I love you so much. I'll see you later. Okay. Love and light to you. Wish me luck. I hope I win a lot of money on 3-card poker. I'm manifesting. Look, if it happens, you guys are going to trip out, right? I'm manifesting a royal straight flush on 3-card poker. Okay. I'm manifesting it, literally looking at this every day. Like I'm looking at like it's in my phone, in my back, in my phone. That's how you do it. You're supposed to like look at a picture and then just envision it, and the feeling. I'll fall on the floor. It won't even be the money. It'll just be the fact that I did it. I'm like, oh my God, I fucking did it. Like, yo, shit. And if I could teach people how to do it, that would be great. You know what I'm saying? Love and light to you guys. I will see you guys later. Yeah, because I want to finish paying my credit cards off. You guys, I don't talk about everything that I have planned, but I do have a lot of wishes and dreams and hopes. And I talk to my guides about that personally, but I share with you guys because I want you to know we all go through these experiences. We all want this, we all want that. It's not about wanting, it's about wanting to be like the best that I can be in this lifetime. I don't want to waste this lifetime just being half-ass who I can be. I want to be my best version of me physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, in every kind of way, right? Especially mentally, right? All right, guys. So remember, if you're questioning everything right now, you're exactly where you should be. And just remember to sit down and meditate often on that questioning that you're having don't start letting it jump into conclusions and illusions, because once I start feeling that, I stop and I'm like, okay, it's time to ground. Remember, Neptune is a very planet. So get back on the ground, okay? Excuse me. My soon to be actually still love taking me to the casino. My soon to be ex-girl, I'm praying for you, because I know once you cut that cord, bitch, first of all, we're gonna chill, do stuff, blow your own mind. Exactly, as you should. You got this, mama. I love you guys. Love and light to all you guys. And I'll probably jump on later again and we'll do some more talking. Okay. I love you so much. And maybe later we'll do some readings between us because I'd like to hear some messages too. Or maybe you guys, if you have tarot cards, you could do some readings for me too. We can help each other, man. Okay. I love you. I'm going to go. Okay. I don't disrespectfully hang up on you guys. Like I'll be like, I love you. Okay. Bye. I love you. Okay. Bye. This is for a reason because I don't want to be like, bye. Click. Okay, guys. I'll see you later. Bye. Thanks for tuning in. Love you. Okay. Bye, guys.